The global COVID-19 pandemic has swept the United States in the past few weeks, causing tens of thousands of cases across the country. This virus is especially insidious because scientists have not yet created a vaccine to combat it, and thousands of Americans have already died due to complications from the disease. Because of the dangers posed by COVID-19, most state governors have mandated that all schools be closed until they determine it is once again safe for people to congregate. But schools across the nation know how important it is to keep students learning. Barbara Turley is the mother of two high school students who attend the local high school in their hometown of Manchester, Connecticut. One daughter is a senior and the other is a freshman.
The high school girls don't have actual classes, except occasionally they meet with their teachers, sometimes in Google Hangouts. They have assignments, and they go and visit the teachers virtually for office hours if they need help.
In a letter to parents dated March 18, 2020, Manchester's Superintendent of Schools Matt Geary detailed the plans for the rest of the school year, saying, quote, "Teachers and other staff will be calling the parents and guardians of every student to check in and also collect information from families on internet and device accessibility as well as other potential needs. Instruction, assignments, and support will continue through April vacation, which had been scheduled for April 13th through 17th. And we anticipate that the academic year will end on June 15th as had been originally scheduled." In a YouTube video posted on March 23rd, Geary expanded on his message, speaking more specifically about the accessibility of technology as well as the fate of senior events and traditions.
But I think, and we're all, just remember that we're learning as we go with this kind of partnership with parents and families to be able to make sure kids can access learning. We think it's a little premature to be worried about graduation at this time. We'll provide updates to students as we get those.
Sarah Turley, a senior, has even more on her mind than graduation.
I'm taking 4 AP classes. I'm taking AP Government, AP Lang, AP Calc BC, and AP Psych. I think my biggest concern is that since I'm a senior, we're going to college next year, there's a lot of stuff, content that we're going to be expected to know, especially with AP classes. If you want to get that little check mark or if you want to level out of that class, you have to know the content. So I'm just most concerned that if we don't get to all of the content that I'm going to go into college at already at a disadvantage.
And curriculum issues aren't the only things holding students back either. For many high schoolers, working from home means no chance to do the activities they love or interact with friends every day.
I don't get to see any of my friends, and I don't have great time management skills.
Catherine Turley, the freshman, is dealing with her own set of obstacles as she works to complete her first year of high school.
I write down what I have to do every day, in a schedule, and then I try and put that in an order that will facilitate me actually doing it. But, the second half of freshman year is after we've all figured out kind of how to high school, and so it's just, make sure you're learning the things and getting along and stuff, so we don't really get that because we see each other once a week through a camera. So that's not great, but maybe we'll have matured some through this and figure out that we need to do things on our own time, and someone's not always going to be there to tell us what to do.
Barbara Turley says she believes the school district has been working to respond to this crisis quickly and effectively, and the Board of Education has done what is best for her children.
They've done a lot. They've made a real effort. I think people in the community, I hope, have reached out to their neighbors and said, "Hey, did you know about this? Did you get a Chromebook for your child?" And so I think that it's working pretty well.
And it is that Manchester community that the school superintendent thanked at the end of his March 23rd YouTube video.
We're really proud of the work of the system. We're thankful for the support of our first responders across the community who are keeping people safe. We're thankful for the everyday people in grocery stores who are making sure people have food. So I think this kind of crisis requires the best in all of us. And at the moment, that's what you're seeing from people.
As of today, classes are being held online for the rest of the semester for Manchester students. Meanwhile, school districts across the country will continue to keep parents and students updated as the world tries to beat this crisis. For Journalism 80, I'm Elizabeth Turley.